Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Jack, and welcome back to another video. So, I'm just as of a big fan of YouTube in terms of watching as I am creating content. So, as of the last few days, I've been looking back and forth on videos, and there have been some pretty interesting videos talking about no specialists in Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Now, I have a question to ask you guys, my particular viewers, you guys, okay? Because you guys are sensible people, and some of you, if not all of you, are pretty much damn well intelligent. And I wanted to know, how would you rank this game? How would you rank Black Ops 4 if there were no specialists at all? If specialists were just removed, or to get a classic playlist to where pretty much the specialists are disabled and all you've got is the basics in terms of what Call of Duty has pretty much always had since the beginning. For some reason, well, actually for an understandable reason, the developers just keep on thinking that they need to add something new, and apparently they thought specialists was it. I mean, granted, Von der Haar really loved the shit out of Destiny, and that's how he got the idea for the specialist in the first place, obviously. He liked it so much, he kind of cut and pasted and made it into its own thing for this game, and voila, here we are all these years later, right? So, I've already stated in previous videos, as a matter of fact, in a video that I made a long time ago, if not a handful of videos I made a long time ago, stating that the specialist isn't exactly, although it's not the worst idea ever, and to some extent it kind of fits with COD, it's not the perfect fit for COD. And at the same time, for a franchise that gets released every year, and it's really, really hard to come up with new ideas. Sure, I get it. But I've got this radical thing in my mind, and that is, well, what if we really don't need to come up with the most crazy idea? What if we just give people a bigger dose of what they already have? Well, at least partially. There always has to be something new, but it doesn't have to be something as drastic as the specialists. And speaking of specialists, if there's any kind of specialists that belong in Call of Duty, it's the Modern Warfare 3 specialists. I don't mind the Ghost specialists that much either, if at all. But again, the Modern Warfare 3 specialists, again, one of the best things, if not the best thing, that Modern Warfare 3 came up with. Kill Confirmed as well. I love Kill Confirmed. Speaking of Kill Confirmed, I'm back playing Core, and I'm playing Kill Confirmed pretty much for the most part. I've always loved Kill Confirmed, so I'm going back to my Kill Confirmed roots, at least for now, or at least until I get bored or whatever the hell is going to happen, because you never know. Because it was only a few days ago where I was all about hardcore, and I like hardcore. But the thing is, I've always been a Core player at heart, so and Core has its own feeling, especially in this game. It's got its own feeling to it, so it makes it unique. So anyway, going back to the subject at hand, how would you guys rate this game if there were no specialists? Or if specialists were disabled? I personally think it's only going to be a matter of time before they have a playlist like that, because I think that they purposely did a few things in order for them to basically add playlists later and to get further feedback and data from the community, so to speak, because you guys know how they are about their data, right? So what I'm thinking is, like, for instance, in Kill Confirmed, going back to Kill Confirmed here for a second, it's the first time that Treyarch released a Kill Confirmed to where you get 50 points per confirm as opposed to 100, which is 50 short. And part of me thinks that they purposely did this. Now, obviously, with some of the specialists like Crash, which is one of my personal favorites, like, you can rack up points a lot. You can rack up points a lot with pretty much almost every specialist. But I personally think it should all be about gunplay instead of the specialists, because the specialists themselves are like a freebie, and I don't fully agree with that. I fully don't agree that people should get a free dog or whatnot. So, but anyway, that's a subject for, I guess, a different video or a different matter at hand. But the thing is, I personally think that they did it on purpose, so that way they can add special playlists. Like right now, they're basically doing what? Domination 300 and Kill Confirmed 150 Mosh Pit and Hardpoint, to where they're doing more time on Hardpoint and all that. I personally think it's only going to be a matter of time before we get, let's say, double the point for Kill Confirmed or double the point for TDM kill. Let the score streaks reign and all that kind of stuff, right? Or they can call it the hardline special, the hardline playlist or whatever, to where every kill counts for that much more points. So, and we'll see what happens. And I personally think because of this, they did it on purpose, so that way they can keep on giving us more playlists, so that way they can think that they're giving us more, or so that way we can think that they're giving us more when quite frankly they're just kind of manipulating the situation, so to speak, if that makes sense. Kind of like, you know how it goes. So anyway, yeah, that's all I wanted to say about this one. So I know the commentary kind of went a little bit all over the place, but it was short, it was brief, and yet at the same time, I personally thought it was interesting, so therefore I made a video about it. And I'm curious, because again, you guys, I have communication with you guys now, constant communication, which I absolutely love about it. It's probably my favorite thing about making videos. And that is, what do you guys think about the specialists? Should they remove them? Well, what's your take on it? What do you guys think? And as far as everything else that I mentioned in the commentary, what do you think as well? What are your speculations? Because I read every single one of the comments that you guys post, and even though I don't always answer 100% of them, I very much see where you guys are coming from, and I really respect everybody's point of view. So, except for the very few people that just happen to be disrespectful in the comment section. Luckily for me, that's not a very big percentage, but still. But anyway, that's all I got for this one, guys. Let me know what you guys think, and as always, if you enjoyed the video, let me know, and if you didn't, let me know what I can do to make my videos better, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.